Hello everyone, my name is ISU. Today we are going to be discussing Toronto's controversial mayor, Rob Ford, and how the media portrays him. As you all may have heard over the news, Mayor Rob Ford has gotten himself in quite a bit of trouble, as one can say. From the crack cocaine scandal to the alcohol abuse scandal, Rob Ford has always been in trouble, as we can say. He's been from arguing with people to fighting them, even fighting celebrities. Celebrities some people may like, some people may not like. That's not really the point. Basically, the point is Rob has been getting himself in a lot of trouble and he hasn't been doing anything to stop this from happening. But the main topic that we already know today is that Rob Ford had a drinking problem, which allowed him to speak to citizens in an unmannerly way and in a way that kind of upsets people. According to sources, Rob Ford is currently in rehab for alcohol abuse. And due to Rob Ford's drinking problem, it can be said that his acceptable rating has dropped from 82% all the way to 52%, and that was over a duration of 3 months. Or could it be that the media is somewhat affecting the way Rob Ford acts, or is it the stress of his job? Could it be? Can it be said that there is something underlying to the reason why Rob Ford has been bugging people and upsetting people in this way? Today we will be focusing all about that in a second, detail by detail, strand by strand, and it can be stated that the media definitely has an effect on and an influence on Rob's decisions. The first piece of evidence that states that Rob Ford was influenced by the media was in 2012 at a St. Patrick's Day celebration in Cabbagetown. Coincidentally, at the same time, a reporter from the Globe and Mail was asking and aggravating a soon-to-be drunk Rob Ford at the time, which did not end well. This ended in backlash from Rob Ford onto the reporter about his actions that night and how no one should be interested in what Rob Ford does in his spare time. The second piece of evidence that shows that the media has been aggravating Rob Ford was when a Toronto Star reporter supposedly was peeking over Rob Ford's fence from a nearby park. This is happening right after the crack cocaine scandal in 2013, as one can say, and in this case, Rob took matters into his own hands, in which he assaulted the reporter, quote unquote, and he also attempted to press charges, stating that the reporter was taping on private property, but it was actually ruled out in the case. The Toronto Star did back up the reporter in this case because it was actually public property, not really private property in a sense, because he was taping from the city's park. It was said during the case, Rob went on media news saying that there were his children could be playing in his backyard, as one could say. We don't know how true that is, but the reporter said that there was no children at the time and he was just trying to get footage of Rob Ford. Rob Ford countered back and said that the reporter was a child so-and-so, yada yada yada. And the case Rob Ford filed eventually was dropped because of insufficient evidence to the case.
Cameras, get off my driveway, please.
What can you tell us about
Get off my, okay, that's fine. You guys can get off my driveway.
A focus of the police.
Guys, can you get off my driveway, please?
Sandra Lisi.
Sorry, get off my driveway, please?
Can you get off my driveway, please? What can you tell the people of Toronto about your involvement?
Can you get off my driveway, please? Can you get off my driveway? Can you get off my property, please? Don't get off my property! Hey, get off my property!
I'm leaving!
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. Get off my property. Thank you.
We're off your property.
Thank you very much.
Tell us about your investigation.
What don't you understand? Get off the property, partner. Get off. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Are you the focus of the drug investigation related to Sandra
Thank you.
Mr. Mayor?
Thank you.
What will you tell us about
Thank you. Thank you.
police today?
Thank you.
You're going to get hit.
You can run over, guys.
Now watch out.
Another event when the media was attempting to get a reaction out of Rob Ford was when the first video of Rob smoking what seemed to be crack cocaine, in which it's illegal, and led the Toronto Police Services to start up an investigation, which led to dozens and dozens of arrests of people in drugs and gangs that were said to be in the area of Rob Ford receiving the illegal substance. Although Rob was in enough heat, the media was once again trying to get a reaction out of Rob. And which led to a reporter getting slightly injured between all the commotion because Rob is technically trying to push the media out of the way, and they're kind of standing in his way somewhat. So it's kind of back and forth, but I can say that, if you want to get footage, it's kind of your fault in a sense because, come on, like the media, they just keep bothering the guy non-stop. It's getting out of hand. No one's doing anything to stop this. We all know that Rob Ford is in this kind of trouble, and he deserves it somewhat, but he does not deserve being flocked by media all the time. His children are out all the time. Like it just doesn't make sense. Again, a similar event to this was when Rob Ford was attempting to attend a 2014 Easter Day parade in the downtown core, in which, when the news is heard by the media, it's eventually spread to the owners of the parade, which suggested Rob not to come to the parade due to reasons that can be stated as somewhat inaccurate in sorts. This led to go that he can't go because of the statement ruled out. The reporter with the camera standing right in front of his face with a large light, which can be said is supposedly, in a sense, aggravating in a way, but Rob Ford took it in a different way, obviously. Thus, on an end note, in my opinion, I can say that Rob Ford, although he does have his bad ways, I can say that the media does really influence him in a bad way, and they're trying to get a reaction out of him. My best choice, or best thing to help Rob Ford in this sense, would be for him to stop talking to media and try to avoid them as much as possible. In this way, he can avoid becoming the part of media that people laugh at him for. It can be said that Toronto is known all over the world, all because of Rob Ford. But then again, that's another story. Thanks again for watching this, and this is Shazad Yusuf. Over and out.